Cat's Items mod adds 17 previously removed items back into the game, as well as adding 5 brand new ones. All items except for the 2 new craftable ones can now be found as loot within the crates and containers you find in shipwrecks. This mod also has a handful of amazing quality of life updates that includes the much requested ability to repair tools, but more on that after we check out the new additions. First up, we have the 4 entirely new items that Cat has made. If you've ever wanted to go anywhere at night, see where you're going, and still be able to defend yourself or use a different tool, that was impossible to achieve before now. The Refined Goggles is a craftable headlamp that helps you see better at night. Seeing clearly in the water at night is nice, but the real benefit of this item is finally being able to see where you're going without wielding a light source in your hand, either in or out of the water. Even cooler than the Refined Goggles, our next item is Shark Bait. Crafted by combining a lashing and 2 pieces of raw, small meat together, when thrown into the water it will spawn a random shark into the immediate area. You can also use spoiled meat to make matured bait, which can attract up to 5 sharks. Combining a fishing spear, a lashing, and 2 PP plants makes the Mitchell Spear that stops urchins or starfish from poisoning you until you reload the save file. There is one more item, but I've been asked to censor it and keep it mostly a secret. This new item is purely cosmetic for now, a simple placeholder for, hands down, the one thing I'm most excited to see in Stranded Deep. You can find it within the modded crafting menu after downloading this mod, but it won't be craftable until later updates. You won't be disappointed. Next, we have the new equipment. The lighter can be used to light torches, fires, and furnaces, saving you the chore of using a kindling every time you want to start a fire. It will run out of fuel, but a small portion of gas can be used to refill it. The flippers and goggles were wonderful items that I hate were removed from the game. They do exactly what you expect. The goggles help you to see better underwater, and the flippers help you swim faster. Like a lot faster. Seriously, the flippers are awesome. Last, we have the bucket, which can be filled with salty seawater and boiled over a fire to turn it into drinkable water. If you do this in real life, it will kill you. It's actually how you get sea salt out of the sea. Salt does not boil away. The bucket has some neat mechanics that Cat has added. If you drop the bucket, you'll spill any water left in it. If the bucket has 4 to 5 servings of water in it and you jump, you'll lose one of the servings of water due to spillage. And if you have 1 to 3 servings of water in it, you can jump and move normally without spilling any of it. Next, we have the alternate equipment. The Deco air tank is an air tank. That's it. The water bottle is a simple plastic container that acts as a replacement for the clay water bottle. The hand flare is a wieldable flare that you can carry with you or throw. The old axe, pocket knife, and rusty machete are lootable harvesting tools that have higher durability and damage than their craftable stone versions. Next are the new consumable items. All of these were in previous versions of the game, we're just bringing them back. Antibiotics can be used to counteract the poison from sea urchins, sea snakes, or purple starfish. The vitamins give a minor healing effect that restores 2.4 health bars over 4 in-game hours, regardless of any status effects. Morphine can be used to counteract broken limbs, just like a splint. Shark fins are now dropped by sharks and can be cooked and eaten. And the can of beans is a non-perishable food item that can be opened and eaten. Lastly, we have the cosmetic, purely decorational items. The land shark sign and diver slate were in very early versions of Stranded Deep, but were removed by Beam Team several years ago. The camera was originally an early intro cutscene item that you couldn't interact with, that Cat later used to test making interactable objects in the game. It's sort of an Easter egg for Stranded Wide. That's all for the actual items included in this mod, but Cat has added a handful of quality of life updates to improve various minor issues. Loot tables have been rebalanced to include items like fishing rods, bobbers, gyrocopter parts, and other basic resource items within the loot crates. Barrels can now be turned into scrap metal within range of a furnace. You can craft a plastic crate with 2 buoy scrap and 1 metal scrap while within range of a furnace. Lashings can now be made with 2 palm fronds instead of 4 fibrous leaves, or with 3 fibrous leaves if you have the max crafting level. That stick you accidentally turned into a fishing spear can now be turned back into a regular spear. And finally, a feature that has been requested for years now, there are 7 new crafting recipes to repair both stone and metal tools. Stone tools can be repaired by combining the damaged tool with the stone tooltip, and metal ones can be repaired with some scrap metal within range of a furnace.